to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be going ahead and giving you guys the process of how to obtain your UK fiancé visa. Now, for those who follow me on here, you know that I had recently got married. I am an American and my husband is British, and so last year we got married in London, and that means that I had to go through the whole process of obtaining a fiancé visa in order for us to get married in England. So this video is for those who are probably in a similar situation. Maybe you're a US citizen and you're looking to get married in the UK, or perhaps it's another country. So whatever the reason is, hopefully this video can be of an assistance and of a help, because I know that this time last year I was stressing of how to do it, and thankfully I came across a few videos as well as trying to find information on Google. So hopefully you could just look at this video and it'll make the process a lot easier for you. Okay, so here I just have a few steps written down, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it, and so that way you guys know the process, and I'll also be putting up pictures on the side. So first, what you want to do is log into www.gov.uk, and once you log into this site, it'll then have a section where it says browse visas and immigration. This is the section that you want to look for, and I believe it's going to be on the right bottom hand corner of the page. It'll say browse visas and immigration. So once you find that, you'll then go ahead and click on what you need to do, and once you click on that, it'll also have a section where it says check if you need a UK visa, and then from there it'll go ahead and have like a huge list of reasons why you need to obtain a UK visa. And first, before that, you're going to put your nationality. So if you're an American, go ahead and click on USA, and it's going to ask you the reason as to why. So if you're looking to get, of course, the fiancé visa, you'll go ahead and select the option where it says get married or enter into a silver partnership. Now, after you go ahead and click that, it's going to give you, like, if I recall correctly, it's going to give you a brief questionnaire as to, information for applying for a marriage visa, and so forth, a marriage visitor visa, sorry. And yeah, so once you fill out that questionnaire, and then it's going to give you the information of how to obtain the marriage visitor visa and the steps, which I'm just going to go ahead and show you this recorded screenshot that I took explaining, so that way you guys could see visually. Okay, so here I am where it says marriage visitor visa. You're just going to go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom, and here are the steps, the fees of applying for a marriage visitor visa. So once you have checked to see if you actually need a visa, which if you're planning on marrying in England, you do, here you'll just say prepare the evidence you need, and once you click on that, it'll show you all documents that you need, and then after that you'll just go ahead and apply. And again, there's a £95 fee for that, and it also says you might be able to pay an extra $220 for a decision within 5 working days, which I don't recall doing that. I just paid the $95. Afterwards, you'll just go ahead and make that appointment, and you attend your appointment and just bring the following documents. You can just go ahead and click on this link where it says what you need to prove at your appointment, and then afterwards travel to the UK, which is once you have BFS gives you those documents back, you are eligible to go ahead and travel. Okay, so once you do all these steps, you'll go ahead and attend your biometrics appointment, and as I had mentioned, you're going to bring the required documents. If I recall correctly, mine was like my ID, my birth certificate. So whatever it is that they list for you to bring, go ahead and bring it to the appointment. and there should be locations close to, you know, your area. I know the place where I went to get my biometrics, it was only like 10 minutes from where I live, so it was fairly close, and my appointment went really quick. So I actually made the first appointment for that day, and they weren't really it wasn't like I had to wait long for an appointment, which is good. So I don't believe that you'll be waiting, you know, a long time in order to have an appointment. Maybe like a week or 2 weeks like in advance you can book it. So I went to my biometrics appointment. In the front, I remember a security guard was asking me, you know, information as to why I was there, if I had my my appointment paperwork to show that I had an appointment for that day. And then afterwards I went in, they checked my passport, and afterwards I went ahead and did the fingerprinting, and that was pretty much it. And once I had all of that completed, I had to wait for them to send out the results or whatever. Or actually no, I believe they gave me a piece of paper. So they'll give you like this form of like what to do next, and then from there, that's when you go ahead and send everything, your passport and all the results, to the VFS place, which is where they process this visa. And I'm just going to go ahead and briefly speak on that now. Okay, so pretty much your information is being sent to VFS Global. And VFS Global is where your visas and passports and all that stuff is processed. Now, like I said, the whole reason for this video is because you're trying to obtain a marriage visa, visitor visa. And so what you'll do is once you go ahead and send it, now it's just a waiting process. Now, VFS, in the beginning, I was a bit stressing in this period because it's a waiting game. And according to the Google reviews, they had a lot of bad reviews, which made me stress out even more as to when this paperwork and everything is going to be processed. So honestly, it was just probably by the grace of God, or was by the grace of God, that my visa was processed. I think it took maybe like a month and a half or 2 months, which, you know, that's just a testimony in itself. But I would say that when you go ahead and send the paperwork to VFS, you know, just be patient in waiting, because they do have the information and it just takes a while for it to be processed. So once everything goes through, you'll go ahead and, you know, I believe, if I recall correctly, they give you like a tracking number, so that way you can make sure that, you know, you don't lose your passport or anything like that. And so once it's approved, you'll go ahead and you'll receive everything in the mail, including your passport that now has a section where it shows that you have a marriage visa visitor, which I'm going to go ahead and show you what it should look like. Alright, so once you go ahead and you receive your information back in the mail, you should have your same passport, but there will be a page where it has your you have the entry of clearance to the country you're visiting. Mine's, for instance, was the UK entry clearance, and it's going to look a little something like this. I'm not trying to show my information like that, but it'll have the, you know, the picture that you took when you had to send that new passport picture. Here it says UK entry clearance. It has when this is valid and when it expires. Well, not when it expires, but my day of birth. And it says visit marriage. It also tells you that you can't work while you're over in the UK, and it tells me that I'm also able to stay there for the duration of 180 days. And once you actually go and travel to the UK, an immigration officer is going to go ahead and stamp the passport, and that's when you know that you are able to go ahead and finally get married in the United Kingdom. Alright, so that is pretty much the process of how to get your UK marriage visitor visa, and the same applies as if you are going to go ahead and do so for other countries as well, if you're coming from another country rather. So, you know, you don't exactly have to be a US citizen. You could be, you know, somewhere living in South America or in Africa or, you know, another European country. The same process still applies. So I hope this helps somebody. I know, again, this time last year I was stressing over the process, trying to find videos of people explaining what to do, and so I decided to make this video in hopes that it'll help somebody else going through the same journey. So thank you all for watching. Please be sure to comment, subscribe, and if you know somebody who is in need of this information, go ahead and share it out to them in hopes that it will be of an assistance to them. So thank you all for watching. Be blessed, everyone. Bye-bye.